Okay, this is a fun little deal we're going to do. We're going to do a burn-in challenge. And the challenge is going to be with 2 Wagyu points. Now, why do I have Wagyu points? Because in competition, I used to turn in both. And there's a lot of questions about whether the judges really understand what a Wagyu brisket, a burn-in should be like, because they're so pillow-like and soft. So I've stopped cooking them in competition. That means I get to take them home and cook them for my friends and family. So we're going to season them the same. What we're going to do differently is we're going to wrap one in butcher paper and one in foil with a little bit of stock. So we'll see which one we like the best. We got Big Papa's comp steak and brisket, which is what we use out on the circuit. And I use it on steaks and burgers at home too. This is a wonderful red meat rub. It's 72% salt, pepper, and garlic. So the rest are little secret things. I have like rendered beef fat, rendered beef stock, and some beef fat in there to help. Again, we don't want to put so much rub that the smoke doesn't hit the grain of the meat. So that's what we're doing here. Okay, now I'm going to flip them over. I'm going to let it sit for about 20 minutes, and then we'll put them on the mat grill until it's time to foil or paper. Okay, the burn-in challenge. Is it the Texas crutch, the foil? Okay, we're back. They've been smoking the burn-in. Look how beautiful that color is. A little butter behind, so we're going to do this. Wrapping it in foil. And we come this end, bend up so we're the seam's above the halfway point. That way things won't leak out. Now we have this side, a little beef stock in there. Okay, so this will go back in. I have no idea what the temperature was, because frankly, I don't care. I like the color. The temperature is gonna get me close, but it's gonna be the feel that I decide on. Now it's time for the butcher paper one. Okay, let's spray it, just because it's easier to fold around. Like I said, these are Wagyu points that we didn't use in competition. Like I said, I don't have too much. Nice and tight. So this is going to be the challenge. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see. I'm going to bet that the foil one's going to cook quicker, but I think this is going to render really cool, and we'll find out. And I'll see you in just a little bit. Okay. I bumped the temperature to 275. Like I say, I'm only going to put these probes in to let me know when I'm in the right zip code. Come back and put the probe in this. Okie dokie, they're both done. Both at the same time. Okay, here we go. We're at the burn-in challenge. We started earlier. I was wearing a different shirt. 1 Wagyu point that's been smoked on the Mac for about 5 or 6 hours, and then in butcher paper until it got to about 208, 209. This is a Wagyu one with foil, a little bit of stock, and some butter. We're going to see which one we like the best. Burn-in challenge. Oh yeah. Let's unveil this foil one. Now with the foil one, since it started with stock, there's a bunch of tallow and oh God, it tastes good. Oh, this feels better. I have this foil here that you can see it's a little bit of stock and some tallow. I'm not going to separate it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to come in here, little trick I use. I like this knife because of the thickness. So that's by measuring, watch. Boy, just cutting like butter. Now when you're doing this, towards the end will be a little tougher, but it's no problem. Now we're going to sauce this. We're going to sauce it with 50-50 mixture of Blues Hog, which is the winningest barbecue sauce on competition circuit, and then blending with Granny's, which I happen to own, but I love the combination of the two of them. Now you can set the sauce if you want. I'm not going to set the sauce. What I mean by setting the sauce, I mean just put it on the cooker after you've sauced it and let it just kind of firm up. Stir up this, tallow in the juice. Then we're going to take this Blues Hog and Granny's. And one more thing I'm going to do. The finishing rub. And what I like about the finishing rub, there's smoke there, there's bark, and there's a very sweet sauce. And the finishing rub is going to kind of breaks it up a little bit. So we get this one done really quickly and then we'll taste it. Everything was identical. Same farm that grew them, ranch. Everything's the same. It's just how we wrapped it. We rested it about 165 for 2 hours in a controlled oven. These are going to be good. I can already tell you the others are going to be better. We'll use some of the tallow and we'll steal it and au jus from the foil one because we got it. And you know, I really like that. Now, if the foil wins on the point, it doesn't mean that it necessarily won on the flat too. Obviously, butcher paper flats are legendary. Little finishing rub. Okay, I'm gonna hand this off to my buddy Mitch here. Couple number one.
Amazing.
Okay, so now couple number two. Here, get in the picture. You're gonna be in my thing. Here we go.
I love hands. They're both amazing. I'm gonna say this one right here is a little chewier than this one.
Now
the foil was a little more tender.
And I'm gonna start. Now they're rendered at the same temperature. It was very interesting. I mean, these were good. They could probably use a little more heat, but I'm afraid, a little more time cooking, but I'm afraid it'd dry out. I'd serve these to anybody, but they're not my best. Now,
I would think those were your best had I not eaten that.
that's a little chewy too.
Is it?
But it's good. They're both the winner. I think I might like these better. I think these might win more contests. All right. Well, thank you for the burn-in challenge. Thank you, Mitch.
So good.